Good to see Lubin up walking around. Seems to be okay. Thomas Triber makes it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute 30 seconds of round number 2. Our referee in charge, James Green, steps in to stop the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout, still undefeated, and still WBC interim super welterweight champion of the world, Vergil Ortiz Jr.
In boxing, there are moments that freeze time, moments that remind the world the future doesn't wait for permission. And on this night, Vergil Ortiz Jr. didn't just win. He made a statement. The punches were heavy, the pace relentless, the finish shocking.
Our main event is upon us, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas, USA, as Vergil Ortiz will have a ton of fans making a ton of noise as he looks to remain perfect. He's 23-0, facing Erickson Lubin, who I mentioned before, his only 2 losses coming to champions Fundora and Charlo. Can he pull off the upset tonight? Ortiz about a 7-1 favorite.
Okay, gentlemen, this is going to be good right here on this side. Right here on this side, this is going to be good for me. Okay, this is for the WBC Interim Championship of the World. You got your instructions in the dressing room. I want you to protect yourself at all times and obey my commands at all times. Touch them up, back to your corners.
And the build-up to this fight was almost as much discussion as Vergil facing Boots maybe next, rather than Vergil facing Lubin. Lubin said, listen, I am tired of the disrespect. I promise you tonight, I will win. I will humble him. This is my destiny. For Vergil Ortiz, he said I can win any way I want. I've got all the cards. It's just which ones do I want to play?
And somewhere, watching from a distance, 2 names who've ruled the division for years stood in disbelief. Terence "Bud" Crawford, Jaron "Boots" Ennis. They weren't in the ring, but they felt the impact.
It's that time. Let's get this money and let's make this fight happen.
It does matter because you said that we're the ones talking. We're not the ones talking. Oh, we started talking after you guys started talking. It's retaliation. It's retaliation.
Your manager's talking all crazy. Oscar's talking crazy. It's the time, and I'm gonna make you pay for everything they saying. Straight like that.
Ain't nobody's gonna pay over here.
I'm gonna make you pay.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I guarantee you. And we can bet whatever. I guarantee you.
I don't want to take your money away, bro. I'm not betting.
You ain't gonna take nothing.
Nah.
You ain't gonna take nothing. I guarantee you, we can bet any amount of money. When we fight, I guarantee you, I'm gonna win.
I don't bet, but don't make any promises you can't keep, bro.
I'm gonna make every promise, and I'm gonna keep it straight like that. You're a great fighter. You look tremendous, but I'm gonna show the world I'm the best in the world. I got something for you.
You got a yes for me?
I got a yes.
This wasn't just another win. This was a warning shot, fired straight into the heart of the welterweight division.
Here we go, Ortiz Jr., Lubin, live from Texas. And for me, the key to this fight for Erickson Lubin is boxing and boxing behind that jab. 75-inch reach for Erickson Lubin. Threw nearly 400 jabs in the 12-round win over Jesus Ramos. He has got to keep Vergil Ortiz at the end of that jab, and he's got to stay off the ropes. When he gets on the ropes, he gets into a ton of trouble. That's where Ramos had the most success, and that's just where he's at. A huge disadvantage against someone like Vergil Ortiz.
Lubin's going to have to stay off the ropes, keep the fight in the middle of the ring, and even though he's known as the hammer, he's going to have to chip away at Vergil by boxing and using that southpaw stance, boxing clockwise and counterclockwise.
I know a lot of fans won't soon forget the nightmare that happened to Lubin back in 2017 when he got knocked out violently by Jermell Charlo in round 1. And we know Ortiz certainly has the power to do that.
He got knocked out in round 1 by an uppercut, and he got beat to the punch with an uppercut with Fundora, so that might be the punch that Vergil knows can land on Lubin. The one thing, the deciding factor I want to see is how is Lubin going to respond when he gets clipped on the chin. That's the thing that everyone's watching for here.
You know, last couple of fights, Vergil Ortiz has faced 2 very different styles. Pressure, physicality from Sergey Bohachuk. He survived that, figured that out, and then the herky-jerky style of Israel Madrimov. So he's really growing as a boxer over this last year or so.
And those two fights prepared him for a little bit of what Lubin can do. Lubin can box. He's an expert boxer, and we know that he can punch. He's going to need both styles against Vergil Ortiz tonight. And I love the fact how he's already quieting down Vergil. Normally, by the first minute, Vergil unleashes on a power punches, showing off the strength. Lubin hasn't been giving him that.
We mentioned the strength, Sergio, and Vergil Ortiz looks like the bigger man in the ring, but this has been Erickson Lubin's weight class for the last 11 years. He has been fighting at 154.
The crowd hanging on every punch that's thrown in this one.
Vergil almost landed a big left hook while Lubin was pivoting to his right, which is the escape route of a southpaw. You can tell that was a game plan by Vergil Ortiz and his team. That left hook's going to be key here tonight.
Nice right to the body for Ortiz, who has Lubin back to the corner again.
Lubin's going to have to duck down if he escapes to his right, because Ortiz is looking for that left hook.
For years, the welterweight division has been defined by two words: dominance and respect. Crawford, the tactician. Boots Ennis, the phenom. Two men who seemed untouchable. Two careers built on precision, discipline, and quiet destruction.
I'm trying to tell you, 154, man, it's mine. 154 is mine, and they're gonna see, you know, and they're gonna see, and just stay tuned. And like I said, when I handle business October 11th, I'm gonna see.
And somewhere, just below them, Vergil Ortiz Jr. kept climbing. There was always talent, raw power, sharp jab, natural timing. But something was missing. The momentum that once carried him began to fade.
Who are 5 fighters that you would like to fight coming up?
So we got Tim Tszyu, we got Crawford, Spence, or I guess you can say the winner of Spence or Fundora. Charlo's is a good one. Who else we got at 54?
You want to fight Terence Crawford right now?
I would love to fight him, man. I think he's like probably the #1 pound for pound fighter right now.
Do you think he's out of his peak?
No.
Or is he in his peak now?
I think he's in his peak.
And you're saying you could be the peak prime Terence Crawford?
I'm saying I believe that I can.
I respect it 100%.
I believe that I can. No, I respect him as a fighter, though. That's the thing. When I want to fight people, it doesn't mean that, oh, I don't like you. Like, let's get it on. It's more like I respect your skills, and I want to see if I can beat you. It's like that.
Critics whispered that maybe he'd peaked too early. Maybe the fire had dimmed. But on this night, every doubt, every question was about to be answered the only way real fighters know how, with violence and precision.
What an explosive fight that would be.
Yeah, Boots beat his opponent, Usman Lima, in round 1. Ortiz beat his opponent in round 2.
As soon as Lubin had his back against the ropes, we knew something was wrong. Either he was trying to check and catch Vergil Ortiz off guard, but that's exactly what Vergil did. Caught him with a looping overhand shot right there. Over the guard. That rocked. Lubin kept him in the corner right there. That was a punch against the temple. Doubling the shots. 3 shots in a row. He was out on his feet. No head movement from Erickson Lubin.
And by the way, sensational job by the referee, James Green. I mean, look at this. He was about to get destroyed, and Green saved it.
He was out on his feet. The man has no more punch resistance, and when you're in there with a killer and a puncher like Vergil Ortiz, it's only a matter of time, man. He was out on his feet, out cold was Erickson Lubin. Wow.
He stalked his opponent with calm aggression, each step forward, calculated, each shot designed to break rhythm. By the 3rd round, the arena could feel it, the kind that turns potential into proof. Left hooks echoed through the crowd. Combinations landed clean. Defense tightened. This wasn't just a performance. It was a message to every man sitting on top of this division.
Defense is going to work against Lubin. He needs to make Vergil Ortiz miss completely. You can't give him a target. If Ortiz is hitting something like the gloves or the shoulders, he's only going to see red and get more confidence.
Is he trying to rope-a-dope here, Sergio? What do you think he's thinking?
Oh, he's hurt.
He's out on his feet. They stopped the Vergil Ortiz just like that.
That was a statement. We questioned Lubin's chin. We were right about it. Lubin is a shot fighter, and Vergil just took care of that.
Sensational from Ortiz, and Boots can do nothing but smile. Is he next?
What a statement. Vergil Ortiz didn't even make this a fight. What a beatdown.
After 2 straight decision wins, Ortiz Jr. erases Lubin in round 2.
Listen, man, as much of a warrior Erickson Lubin was, you only have a certain amount of wars in your career. Not to take anything away from Ortiz's performance and his power, but Lubin, he just couldn't take the punch. The punch resistance is gone.
Scary stuff. If you're in the corner of Erickson Lubin, I don't know if you saw it on your camera, but Robert Garcia, the trainer of Vergil Ortiz, rushed into the ring with a stool so that he wouldn't fall over. Wow. Ortiz barely broke a sweat.
Listen, that's the statement you wanted to send to that man that showed up in Boots Ennis.
And then, just like that, it was over. No controversy, no debate, just domination. The crowd rose, social media erupted, and the welterweight world changed overnight. Within minutes, the headlines flooded timelines. Vergil Ortiz Jr. destroys his opponent. Statement made. Is the new king coming?
With 22 knockouts. And Sergio, think about this. Ortiz is in his prime. Boots Ennis is in his prime. They're both undefeated, both KO artists. I mean, this is historical if this fight happens as far as potential.
And it goes to show you that belts won't even matter. That won't even be for a world championship, but it's a must-see fight against 2 big punchers and against a vulnerable puncher, a guy that gets hit like Boots Ennis and a guy that gets hit like Vergil.
Good to see Luke.
But the reactions that mattered most came from 2 men who understood exactly what they'd just seen. Terence Crawford, calm, analytical. Boots Ennis, confident, yet aware. They didn't tweet instantly. Because real fighters know, when something dangerous enters your territory, you feel it before you face it.
Charlo, what you think? Charlo, you think it was already stoppage?
I think it was a preliminary stoppage. They suck though.
What do you mean they?
They just don't hit hard enough, you know what I mean?
What are we thinking about Boots and Ortiz? Jamel, do you think Boots is overrated? Do you think he's as great as they make him out to be?
Everybody overrated.
Crawford has seen it all, from Potter to Spence. He's dismantled everyone. But even he knows, time never slows. And the next storm is always forming.
I want to ask you a little bit about the history that you made tonight, and I want your opinion on which means the most to you. You became a 5-division world champion. You became the 3rd of 4-division lineal champion with Mayweather and Pacquiao. You became a 3-time undisputed champion, the first ever in the 2, 3, or 4 belt era. And you became the 2nd undisputed champion in 3 weight classes when there was only 1 champion back in 1938 with Henry Armstrong. That's a lot of stuff.
You hear that? You hear that?
Which do you think means
all
the most?
And all of it. It all goes hand in hand.
Can you describe?
Boots, the young lion, undefeated, explosive, hungry. His been the future. But on this night, he saw a glimpse of another rising power. For a second, the division that once felt predictable became unpredictable again.
It's that time. Let's get this money and let's make this fight happen.
It does matter because you said that we're the ones talking. We're not the ones talking. Oh, we started talking after you guys started talking. It's retaliation. It's retaliation.
Your manager talking all crazy. Oscar's talking crazy. It's the time, and I'm gonna make you pay for everything they saying. Straight like that.
Ain't nobody's gonna pay over here.
I'm gonna make you pay.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I guarantee you. And we can bet whatever. I guarantee you.
I don't want to take your money away, bro. I'm not betting.
You ain't gonna take nothing.
Nah.
You ain't gonna take nothing. I guarantee you. We can bet any amount of money. when we fight, I guarantee you, I'm gonna win.
I don't bet, but don't make any promises you can't keep, bro.
I'm gonna make every promise, and I'm gonna keep it straight like that. You're a great fighter. You look tremendous, but I'm gonna show the world I'm the best in the world. I got something for you.
You got a yes for me?
I got a yes.
Every era in boxing comes down to one moment, a single performance that forces the old guard to look over their shoulder for years. Crawford and Ennis have been the names no one dared question. Now, they have someone new to think about.
I mean, look, I'm here to fight the best. I don't care who it is. It can be Boots next, it can be Spence next, it can be Crawford next, if he's still willing to do it. Because, you know, that's a fight that I've been calling for a while. I think that's a great fight to make happen still. Man, and we're just going to keep doing what I do best. You know, and that's just being me.
And the best part, Ortiz didn't call anyone out. He didn't talk reckless, but he just smiled, like a man who already knew what he'd done. In one night, Ortiz went from next up to right now. And while Crawford remains the master, and Ennis, the phenom, there's a new energy in the air. A reminder that this game never stays still.
Reaction to this fight, what do you think of Vergil's performance?
Vergil did good. He did his thing. He did what he was supposed to do. I don't know what's going on with Lubin, but Vergil did his thing.
Yeah, I think he got stung really early, like in the first round. Like he went overhand right, and after that he just, right?
He the power and kind of teared up a little bit.
Yeah. Boots, Ortiz is the next fight. Obviously, Boots is here. What's your prediction on that fight with Ortiz and Boots?
I don't know. It could go either way. They both exciting, and for them to fight at this younger age, it'd be a great fight. Yeah.
Respect, rivalry, redemption. 3 names, 1 division, and now a storm brewing that could define a new era. For Terence Crawford, this was a reminder, even kings have to keep their crown clean.
But you mentioned Ortiz, Vergil Ortiz. How far is he away? How close is he to a title shot in sharing the ring with Bud Crawford?
I don't know, but Vergil, you know, he's right there. You know, he's right there. You know, he's been proven that he belongs with the top fighters in the division. And, you know, who knows, a couple of fights or next fight or whatever the case may be, he might be sharing the ring with Terence Crawford. You never know.
For Boots Ennis, it was motivation, the fire that keeps greatness sharp.
When Boots Ennis knocks somebody out in the first round, it's against a top 30 guy. When Vergil Ortiz knocks somebody out in the second round, it's against a top 5 in the world guy. That's the discrepancy there. It's like it's night and day. It's boys and men. It's just a whole different ball game. Boots, be careful, brother.
All right, thank you, guys.
And for Vergil Ortiz Jr., it was validation, a message to the world that he's not chasing the spotlight anymore. He's earning it.
You know, I think after this fight is the fight where I truly feel like I'm 100% back to what I was. And I couldn't have done it without my team, my dad, Robert, Hector, Charles, all the guys helping me spar, Dr. B, of course, and my promoters having my back 100% of the way. And I'm going to have your back, too. I'm going to have y'all's back no matter what. I don't think it was very heated. It's just competitive talk. It was all right. I rate myself maybe like an A-. Maybe I got hit with some small jabs I shouldn't have got hit by, but I think I did what I was supposed to.
Boxing doesn't give second chances often, but when it does, you take them with both hands. On this night, the welterweight landscape shifted, and the shockwave it left still echoes through every gym, every camp, every champion watching. Because sometimes, the most dangerous fighter in the world isn't the one everyone's talking about. It's the one who just reminded them why they should.